Hey guys, so first of all, I got my hair cut. Like, I got a lot of it cut off. It feels so much better. And I like it, but it's different. But anyways, I just got off of work and I came down here to this park. I normally don't go to this one, but since like I was planning on walking and I didn't want to have to drive to Kingston, so I just came here. And anyways, I figured I would bring you guys along. It is 62 degrees here. So this little jacket is coming off, y'all. So I'm going to bring y'all along. I haven't done a vlog in a while, so figured I'll do one. Anyways, I'll get back with you. I think I vlogged a little bit before, but it was like in the springtime. But anyways, Round County War Memorial Veterans Plaza. So it's really nice out here in the summertime. Like they have a lot of flowers and stuff. It's real pretty. Super cool. Feels so good out here. So let's see what this is, guys. That's cool. It's a very pretty day, 62 degrees out here. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna start over here. So, even though I just got off of work and I'm tired and all this kind of mess, I figured let's just go for a walk. I wonder if that waterfall's or little water fountain's still going on there. I'll look in a minute. But this is inspired by the good old Tyler Amy and Away Girl Amy. I had looked on Facebook and I seen where Amy was walking or running or something, and then Tyler too, so I'm like, I need to walk. And I had planned on walking a lot back last year, but a lot of crap came up with my back and stuff. Oh my god, my shoestring's coming undone. But look how pretty it is out here. Over there's the lake. These must be the little trails, so I'm gonna come over here. Yeah, I need to start walking. Look how pretty. Gorgeous. So normally in the summertime and spring they have a lot of flowers down through here, which are super pretty. So we go from snow on the ground to 62 degrees. Welcome to Tennessee, y'all. The good old Tennessee. So what do we have here? This is like a little fairy garden, or used to be a fairy garden. I don't know what it is now. Oh, it's the Wizard of Oz. Let's see. I'm gonna look. So I think this was for Halloween, because see all that? I think they did trick or treat in here. How cool! There's the Tin Man, and then the little bricks are painted yellow. Yeah, this was for Halloween. Those lights are on. There's a little monkey. Auntie M. Oh, that's cute. There's the Wicked Witch. So yeah, very pretty day today out here. I have never, I've been down here just like, I did that eating video down here back in the summer. And then I came down here like a time or two before with Brenda, my friend. But I've never walked on these trails, so we're going to see where it leads us and see how far they go. There's the bird. Little well. They have some road work, or not road work, but something going on over there. I don't know what they do over there. totally walk every day in this kind of weather. Feels good. So, that's the bridge. There's actually a lot of people out here today, more than what I expected. So yeah, I've just been working. I'm not really on that diet anymore. I mean, I'm still trying to eat right and do right, but I'm not on any specific kind of diet. So I just figured a little bit of walking it helps with, you know, your health and stress and of course weight loss, but I think this just wraps around down through here. Man, my hair is sort of getting on my nerves right now, kids. But anyways, work went really good today. Went by smoothly, it went by fast. I've never been underneath this bridge before. I mean, I drive past it every day, but I've never been underneath. We're gonna see what it looks like. Feels so good out here, like you can smell the fall and like the leaves, and there's some moss. There's an S for Stephanie, y'all. I ain't even playing. See, look. That's cool. So let's walk right over here and see. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Isn't that cool? I know to y'all it probably don't mean nothing, but stuff like this really, like, I like stuff like this. I like adventure. I love like outdoor stuff and all that good stuff. And you can hear the cars going up here above. Pretty cool. I need to be walking and I'm freaking exploring. I'm always doing that. Like, I love, oh, there's a dirt dauber thing. What do you call these things? Hold on. Like a wasper's nest. There's a whole big pile of them up here. Those look like dirt daubers. What are those? Little nest. I don't know. Looks interesting though. So I'll probably just walk this another time, then I'm not gonna walk anymore because I'm tired. I've been on my feet all day for 8 hours. But today's a new day and we just gotta stay focused and positive. Sometimes staying positive is hard to do, let me just say. And I'm trying to stay positive and not focus on negative stuff, focus on positive. Sometimes it's hard to do, and I've noticed like the more, if there's something like going on in your life and you just, like it's getting you out of sorts and stressing you out, trying to bring depression upon you, the more you think of the negative, the deeper the hole you're going to be in. So I went to bed fairly early last night. Like, I'm talking, it was like 8 or 9. Like, I had laid down around 7:30, so I laid there, listened to some Kim Poither, and I was like dozing off, and then I finally went to sleep. So I slept like a lot. I felt really revived, and anyways, I had prayed before I went to bed. Like, you know, I was just talking to God and telling him that I needed him and I needed him to help me with my stress and all this kind of stuff. And I woke up today and I'm like, today's a new day. And I've been saying that all day, throughout the day. Today's a new day, you know, new things are going to happen. It's going to be a better day. And I've just been like re-saying that over and over, and it's actually helped. So if we focus on a new day and new beginnings and all that stuff, eventually your mindset will think on that and not the bad things. So I'm just trying to refocus my thinking on stuff, because I have just been you know, stressed, and it's time to let that mess go. So we're walking, and today's a new day. I want to start walking every day. And Tyler, God love his soul, he walks in the frigid, freezing weather. Like his eyelashes were like, had little frosties on it. I'm like, that's dedication. Tyler is so dedicated and so motivated, so he kind of inspired me. And actually too, if I'm out in like the nature and like just out walking or looking around and exploring things, I feel a lot better. Like it just like soothes my soul or something. My shoes are kind of feeling weird. So yeah, nice little walk. Nice little walk. I don't know what that is over there. So when I get around here, I'm going to stop and get my drink. I get paranoid sometimes. When I get around here, I'm going to get my drink, and then I'm going to walk down here and see if that little, it's not like a, it's like a little waterfall thing. It's kind of like, I don't even know where the water's coming from, but it's cute. And we're going to see if it's there. Anyways, I'll get back with you in a minute. So see the berries? We go straight into summer and not really fall, because as soon as fall hit, it got super cold and then snowed on us. So I don't really know what you would call this. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Cute. Look at the little fairy garden. The little stump. Aww. This little thing fell down. Aren't those cute? Okay, so we're going to take a really quick water break. I've been drinking this one. I didn't really care for this one. This one's a sparkling water, coconut and lime. And yeah, this is the last one that I had. I had purchased a couple of these from at Big Lots, but I don't like this one too well. So I've been drinking on this one all day, and then I had a coffee. I need to bring more water to drink, but like I said, this one here, just didn't like. Didn't like it. But it's all I had to drink, and I forgot my wallet at home. And so I was going to get me some coffee, but I didn't bring my wallet. So I'm like, well, heck, let's just go walking first, and then we'll go home and make coffee. Whew, it's hot up in here. So anyways, we're going to get out of here and go over here and see and explore and walk one more round. And we're going to call it quits, guys. Okay, so I don't see it anymore. The water must be down. Oh, there it is. Right there. It's a little waterfall. You see it? So anyways, I thought that there wasn't many people parked out here, but there's like 3 cars out here parked on the side again. Yeah, I think I like the other park better than, oh, I mean, it's nice, but I don't know, there's just something weird around here at this park that's really weird. It's always been weird to me. It's just a, I don't know, I guess it's a feeling, but you can see like those two cars, like people randomly just park. I don't know if they're people watching or what the crap they're doing. But, so we're gonna walk one more round and we gonna call it a day. I haven't made it to jogging, and honestly I don't think I'll, well, I don't want to say that I never will, but I have SVT, and if like I get too overheated or like my heart sped up too much, it'll trigger it off and then I can go into tachycardia. So I never hardly run unless I have to. I mean, it doesn't happen like often, but I remember one time I was I think running on one of those treadmill things, and my heart was just like, I could feel the tachycardia like acting up. So I mean, I could probably like jog on a slow pace, but as far as like running, no, ain't gonna happen. Anyways, so I figured I'll just bring guns along with me and chat, because I really haven't done any like live videos or chatting or anything like that. So that witch cracks me up. I think I can see it now. But it's a good little walk. Sure is. And my phone's like on probably 17% now, so I hope I don't go dead. So I'm going to turn the camera around and bring y'all along. So pretty out here. Oh, look at the berries. Hello. So, on the second time going around, different things have caught my eye, and it's funny how if you like listen and just like be open-minded to like your surroundings, how the Lord can speak to you. And that today he has surely done it, and I'm just really blown away by how he's there to every time whenever we feel like we're about to drown or something. He always shows up and gives us the encouragement that we need in his own way, and I'm like so thankful for that. That man's car must tore up. But I've noticed like I begin to walk, and like, you know, I passed by, and like, you know, the first time I was looking around, and like that little angel back there that I seen, like, I know this sounds crazy, but whenever I was a kid, I've told you guys that, you know, I seen an angel, and I about died of scarlet fever, and then my daughter Gracie, she, you know, the angel that was watching over me, I believe with all my heart was there, because there was confirmation and how she just got healed so quickly. And the whole story I'd have to tell you guys about it. I've told you before, but I'd have to go over it again. But you know, just seeing that angel, and I'm like, you know, God is everywhere our feet step. Wherever we go, whatever we do, in the troubled times, in the wonderful happy times, God's there. And we are the ones at time, and I'm talking about myself, get caught up in our own negative feelings and our own mistakes in life. Trust me, I've made them. And so whenever we're going through all of those things, and I'm speaking for myself, this is kind of like a little ministry or ministering to myself today, because it's just how the Lord's like talking to me or whatever. So a lot of times, instead of doing what we know that we need to be doing, like for instance going to church every time the doors are opened, and which that's hard for us to do, but it's possible. But like with me on Sundays, mine all started whenever I had to work on Sundays. So I'm like, man, I don't feel like going into church, I'm tired. But a lot of times we bring stuff on ourselves. Like, that's where we get our help from, which is like we get our help from God, but we need to be in church. And I failed on that, like really bad. And whenever we're going through something, instead of like just focusing on the negative, we need to just let it go and do what we need to do and move forward. Because the more you're blinded by Satan and his lies, like you're going to be further and further away. And because see, he wants us there. The devil wants us discouraged and defeated and like sad. He wants us to feel alone. He wants us to feel alone to where we knock everybody that's important out of our lives. Like, that's what he wants. Oh my God, it's so hot out here. Like, the more you walk, you catch up a sweat. But you know, there's different seasons for us in our life. And for me, I'm not gonna lie, mine feels like it just goes over and over and over. What's that racket in here? Oh, they're fans. But at the end of the day, whoo, there's somebody walking. At the end of the day, the season in our life, if we just put everything in God's hands, everything will need to be where it lines up. And we just really got to keep the faith and hold on and keep the hope. Because if you have none of that, then you ain't going nowhere. You're going to be stuck and defeated, and there goes the school bus. All of that stuff. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it here for a minute, and then I may get back, but I need to go get my wallet. I've been reminded, you can see like there's people here walking. That's where I was at a while ago, but this one guy over here was jogging hard with his dog. Like, he was jogging hard, and everybody's got their own pace of, you know, whatever they prefer in walking or running or jogging. I was just sitting here watching, and which I just literally ended the video just a second ago, but I was watching. I'm like, you know, us each on our journey, we all have a destination in life to get to. And when God's through with us, whenever he says our final say so in life, whatever God has planned for us, whether it takes you starting off running at full speed, and then going down into jogging, and then walking, and then crawling, whatever you have to do to get to your destination. It doesn't matter. As long as you move and don't stop, you'll get to where you need to be. So I was just sitting here thinking that, and the Lord just reminded me, like, he is truly speaking to my soul today, and it feels really good. Y'all don't even know how I've been feeling and stuff that I've been going through, and sometimes we just need to be reminded, and sometimes we just need to listen and get past our own feelings and just listen. I know probably none of this is making sense to y'all, but it's making sense to me, and this is just like what I'm feeling, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. So wherever you're at on your journey, on any in particular thing that you're struggling with, or just the everyday life of getting through, keep putting one foot in front of the other, because if you do and you don't give up, you will make it. And trust me, I know sometimes it's hard to do. Sometimes it's like, it's been to the point to where it was literally hard for me to get up and climb out of the bed. But yet again, but God. Even though that, hey, I've not been going to church like I need to, but I always keep hope and keep prayer in my heart, and, you know, I always try to do what's right. Even though I may have failed God, and I may have failed family, friends, whoever, but God, He is always there. And no matter where we're at, any time of the day, anywhere in life, whatever we're faced with, wherever we're at, He's there to help push you along your way of life. And He's just amazing. And if you're feeling discouraged or defeated or whatever, just try to let it roll off. And like I said, I know I have wallowed in my own mess before, and the negative thinking on just things in general in life, and like, that's where the devil wants you. And if he can have you there, he can keep you there, and he'll eventually destroy you. So, you know, just try to, and I'm coaching my own self. I'm speaking for my own self. When you feel a negative thought, or, you know, like, man, today's going to blow, it's not going to be a good day, there's so much I need to do, you know, things are not going my way, just kind of rethink your mind and say today's going to be a good day. Satan, you're a liar. Today is going to be a good day. Don't get me wrong, we all have bad days. That's part of life. But, and, you know, most of us have to work, and sometimes work can get the best of you, and just situations, just straight out situations. But, you know, that's where, whatever stage you're in life is where you need to be. And there's beauty in every season. Whether, like, I'm speaking for myself, like, I have felt, and I'm just being real, like, I'm not covering up anything. I have felt so alone, and people have, especially here on YouTube, have like, they're like, well, how do you feel alone? You know, you've got your family, you have your kids, you know, you have this and you have that, but there's a difference. And I'm just going to, like, put this out there. Yes, I have family in 10 Mile. Do I get to see them much? No. I mean, you know, I've got my brother, and I've got my aunt, I've got cousins, and I have people like that, but it's different. Like, we would go see my grandma all the time, and we would hang out there when like, a lot of my family are gone. Like, almost the majority of my family are gone. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And they just happened to die back to back between 2 years ago and then down the line. And that would be our gathering. Like, that's where we would have Thanksgiving. That's where we would have Christmas. And then over at my granny's house, or my mom's, which I called her Nancy anyways, but she was my grandma. It's just, she didn't like to be called that, so we called her that. And so, if you've not experienced somebody's life and you've not experienced the things that one has been through, and I'm learning the older I get, because I have been through hell. I've been through hell, and the older I've got, I made wrong decisions in life. We all have. But whenever you have lost almost all of your family, I live here in Rockwood, I hardly see, you know, anyone that's my family. Anyways, when you have experienced all of that, and the town that I live in, and I've lived here since 15 years. Katie's 14, and I was there a year before she was born, so 15 years. And for one, I'm not going to church like I need to, so I'm not with church family. Like, I miss part of that. I long to have that, what I once had years ago, even like when I was growing up. My heart longs for that. And a lot of that hurting is onto my own self, because I don't get up and go when I need to go. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but that's no excuse. On Sundays, I can't help it, but I could go Sunday night. So a lot of that I brought on myself. That's where I'm talking about some things we bring on ourselves. You know, I've got a couple of close friends, but, you know, here lately they've been going through their own storms, and I don't even have to explain the way I feel, but there was a question that was out there, so I'm just going to bring it up. And especially during the holidays, whenever you don't have that, it's a sense of loss and alone. And I'm thankful for my kids. I'm thankful for what God has put in my life. But, and it's not just how I feel. Like, I kind of I don't blame myself, but it's like, my kids don't have my side of like my mom, my dad. They've never got to experience my mother and father like Katie and Gracie. Katie was 2 years old. Gracie was 6 weeks old. Katie got to meet my mama. Katie got the bond with my mom. But all of my other kids, like, they have missed so much. Like, it's just this, and this subject's so hard for me to talk about, because it's just, sometimes I feel it's like so unfair. So when people are asking the loneliness, it's not just me, it's the whole stuff that's happened in my life, in my kids' life, that like they don't have. Yes, they have grandparents, like on his side, which see them when they can. But on my behalf, it's like they didn't have that. Like, they had my grandma and his grandma and grandpa. But it's hard. It's hard during the holidays, and it's hard when it's just hard. And you know, when people say, how can you be alone? Well, put it this way. I'm 32 years old. My mom's been dead for 12 years. 12 years. 32 minus 12, add that, subtract that, and see how young I was. I missed out my life, and I'm not giving me a pity party. I don't need a pity party. I don't want a pity party, but I'm just putting how I feel. You know, I go through having a family, starting off a family. I missed so much. Like, my mom was so excited that, you know, I had Katie, and then, you know, I had Gracie, and then her other grandkids. Like, we never got to experience that. We never, but for a brief time with Caitlin, and then, like, you know, getting to go out and shop with your mom, and, you know, having her to come over and, like, cooking for her and stuff. Like, her favorite for me was broccoli casserole. And it's just little things about that, like holidays. Like, you know, we would load up and go to my grandma's house. Like, all of them are gone. Like, every single one of them. And, you know, I've got a brother, and I've got family, but it's not how it once was, if that makes sense. Everybody has passed away. Everybody has started moving on with their own life and kind of separated. Like, I'm just being truthful, and it's hard and it's difficult. But that's what I'm saying. The older I get, thinking about negative stuff and dwelling on. Totally died on me. So I came back to the car. So anyway, so the older I get, and the more every year comes by, mainly in the fall time is when I start like really getting low. But for the past, I would say year, well, yeah, I'd say year. And then until it hit me all over again, like I was feeling like so low and just tired. Like I was tired of just almost everything. I was just tired. And I had been feeling that way for a good while. And so anyways, I took a nap, or I went to bed early last night, and I slept I went to bed around about 9, and I had laid down around 7:30, but I didn't really go to bed about 9 or 9:30, so I slept all the way till like 5. So I got rested really good, and that's when today I woke up, and I'm like, today's a new day, and I've got to get out of this hole. I've got to reprocess my mind. Like, I've got to quit thinking on sad things or things that's not going the way that I want them to go in my life. And I've just got to live and put one foot in front of me, keep walking. Even if it's crawling, if I have to barely crawl, I'll get past the situation how I feel. And anyways, today when I came out here to walk, I was just kind of like just thinking and walking, and just like my soul will just like kind of meditate. That sounds weird, but that's the way that I do. And it's like Jesus talks through the trees. He talks through the sun, the clouds, just different things, flowers. And, it's just amazing if we could like train our thinking on, keep it on positive things, and every time we feel something, just pray it off, or do what you can to not think about those things, because the moment you keep doing that and you get to this deep dark hole of depression, and it's just the worst feeling ever, like that's Satan's trap, and that's where he wants you to feel defeated and alone, and like nothing's ever going to change. But God has greater plans for each of us. Oh, looky. God has so many greater plans for us, and I've talked about it time and time again, and it's so hard to not have a mom. It's so hard to not have a dad or family, or any of that. Like, it's horrible whenever you hear your friends or other people like going out to eat with their family, or going out to a Christmas shop, or just little things like that. Like, sometimes it just pulls at my heart so bad. But that was just their time to go. Like, their life was over with. And I have got to learn, and I learn it, like I try to forget about it every day, but when the holidays come, it hits me all over again. But I've got to let go of it. Let it go. Like, they're dead, they're gone, and remember the good things, and build my happiness with my kids, because I've got to be the one to carry that legacy over. But it's hard, and I'm not going to lie, holidays are rough, and but God is there. God's one person that never leaves you, and I don't care where you are in life, God's there. And, you know, it just seems like for me, like, you know, I've got a job and, you know, like, I pay my bills, you know, like, I'm good in that department. But it seems like the more I try in life with just things, the harder I get knocked down. And after so many blows, and I'm speaking for myself, but like whenever you go through things and it's like blow after blow after blow after blow, you get daggum tired. And when you start getting tired, mentally and physically tired, it takes a toll on your body, and it takes a toll on your soul and mind. And that's when you got to zap out of it and say, like, I'm done with this. I'm done with the negative thinking, and I've got to start thinking positive, and I've got to get out of this hole. So, guys, just remember, again, you're not alone. I'm not alone. And, you know, try to think on good things, and, you know, do the best you can. And, you know, even if it's crawling in life, even if you feel like you're taking little baby steps, just keep on keeping on. Because eventually you might see a bunch of dark clouds. And I've seen this time and time again in life. But you might see the dark clouds come, but the sun will eventually start shining. And sometimes just figuring this whole thing called life out is hard. Just figuring it out. And I don't know if we ever will, but we just got to keep walking and keep, you know, doing the best you can, because God's faithful and He loves us and He cares for us, and He does not want us to feel defeated or down. So anyways, keep me in your prayers, and I'll be praying for you guys. And just keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, keep talking, and keep praying, and keep believing, because that's what I do. Today I got up and I'm like, today is the day that all of this negative bullcrap is being released from my soul. Because it is a thing that Satan himself will put up on you if you let him. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.